We Hebrew Israelites come here every week to prophesy the downfall of this wicked kingdom. But first and foremost, we would like to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Basham,
Bashem,
Yahushai,
Yahushai,
Basham, Rakadash.
Bashem, Kakadash.
Double honor to the apostles, the elders of Great Millstone, that rule well and that taught us His truth. Salutations to the sincere Achim out there, that are fellow laborers and that also believe in Yahweh, Basham, Yahushai, man. And the few sincere sisters out there, Shalom. Yeah, man, we're back on the highways and hedges, you know. We're, in the so-called New Year, but according to the scriptures, the true New Year comes when everything is flourishing, man. You know, the month of Abib, now it's around March, because when the spring is popping off, things are
Got scripture for you.
yeah, people already bugging out. That ain't stopping, man. So when everything starts to bud forth, the trees have their leaves, the the ducklings are out. You see every pond that you see, that you have ducklings. You see the birds chirping. It's beautiful. Everything's green. Esau loves death, man. You know. Okay.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 12 and 1. And Yahweh spake unto Moses and Aaron in the land of Egypt, saying, This month shall be unto you the beginning of months. It shall be the first month of the year to you.
Yeah, man. So the Most High said, "This shall be the beginning of." Sorry, I got distracted as a mother. Can you read it again from the top?
God, this is the book of Exodus, chapter 12 and 1. And Yahweh spake unto Moses and Aaron in the land of Egypt, saying, This month shall be unto you the beginning of months. It shall be the first month of the year to you.
Yeah, man. So this is going to be the first month. The beginning of the year, man. And this is what the Most High said, man. Okay?
Yeah,
And this is
explain.
this goes into the Pesach, man. Okay?
Speak ye unto all the congregation of Israel, saying, In the 10th day of this month, they shall take to you them every man a lamb according to the house of their fathers, a lamb for an house.
Okay.
May I
Yeah.
say something? Yeah, the reason that I pull this is because it shows you that in the first verse it says that Yahweh spake unto Moses and Aaron, and he said, "This month shall be the beginning of the year," And then when you read further, it said that every man had to take a lamb. So that shows you that in the spring, those lambs being born, not in the middle of the winter, like how they celebrate New Year's nowadays. But that's why I pulled this.
Yeah, man. No, that's correct, man. So that's also the same thing with the birth of our Lord Yahushua, man. So it's the same thing. But this goes into the keeping of the Pesach, man, where we have to give a sacrifice unto the Heavenly Father, man, and we still keep this. But now, of course, Yahushua came for the children of Israel, and through His blood, we are cleansed, man, of our sins, and now we have a way back, redeemed unto the Father, man. But still, we have to, take the lamb, or goat, and you can, we eat the lamb dinner, before we eat the lamb, it's not like a lamb dinner, but we eat the lamb, slakia, and then we, drink wine. We set up, prayers. Curses unto the enemies. We protect ourselves, of course. Through the Spirit, asking for blessings, for, for protection, for, you pray for spiritual things, man. And that's also a thing that Yahweh can go into, And about the lamb dinner, that popped into my mind because for a lot of jakes, they think like, oh, this is just a barbecue or whatever, a lamb dinner we can eat and chill. This is a very heavy spiritual day, man. It's a solemn assembly, man. And as you saw the last year, you had other people just going in, keeping things in the club. Look, if you have a building to keep the Pesachim, okay. But if you have females over there, that are dressed like harlots, that's like disrespectful, man. It shouldn't even be no females there, man. You do this with the men. Unto you, men are called, man. So yeah, read. Can you get you can read till let's see. Yeah, you can keep reading till
Exodus chapter 12, verse 4. And if the household be too little for the lamb, let him and his neighbor next unto his house take it according to the number of the souls. Every man according to his eating shall make your account for the lamb.
Yeah, man. So you take it according to the people into your house. You know, you take a portion unto yeah, like it says, unto the people of your house. Yeah.
Your lamb shall be without blemish, a male. For the first year ye shall take it out from the sheep or from the goats.
Yeah, man. If you can get Judges 5 and 11 and the other one, all righteousness is as filthy rags. That's okay. Yeah, and Judges, because look, man, now a lamb without blemish, it's hard to find a lamb without blemish because Esau, first and foremost, he destroyed this whole earth, man. You know, everything's polluted, you know, and everything also is even our stature, everything has basically going, it went bad basically, man. Everything that you see around you right now is not in the state that it should be in, man. Just like I remember the Apostle Aram saying, like, if you he went to somewhere, it was a castle or something, and he needed to really stretch to get to the door, man. You know, or he saw something. Well, if correct, they were there. But the point is, everything, you know, you're supposed to. The scriptures say also we were greater in stature in that day, man. So yeah.
It's the book of Judges, chapter 5, verse 11. They that are delivered from the noise of archers in the place of drawing water, there shall they rehearse the righteous act of the Most High, even the righteous act towards the inhabitants of his village in Israel. Then shall the people of the Most High go down to the gates.
Yeah, man. So you see, in the place of drawing waters, that is, you know, synonymous for you being in captivity, man. You know, it's like back in the days. What was it? You read Judges 5 and 11. You can get. Correct in Samuel. Can you get Joshua 9 and 22? Because now, you know, we are in our captivity, man. So, if you need to draw water for someone, that is a servile work, man. That shows you that you are you're subject to someone, man. You go to, and here we are rehearsing the righteous act. So, you know, the scriptures do say, don't be overly righteous, man. You know? Because if you are overly righteous, you're going to destroy yourself, man. So we're doing everything we can, Yahweh Tazah, you know, in the spirit to please Yahweh Basham Yahweh Shai, man. And every, you know, a righteous man shall fall 7 times, but he get it back up again. You know, and that's all through the grace of Yahweh Basham Yahweh Shai, man. Huh?
Joshua 9 and 22.
Yeah.
This is the book of Joshua, chapter 9, verse 22. And Joshua called for them, and he spake unto them, saying, Wherefore have ye beguiled us, saying, We are very far from you, when you dwell among us?
Yeah. Because, you know, Joshua got deceived. You can start a little bit higher. Because, you know, Israel was you know, smiting a lot of enemies, man. So, let me see where you can start.
Yeah, I have called it from starting from verse 6.
Yeah.
17.
Yeah, about the Gibeonites, you know, creating a league. Let me see.
16 maybe.
The league is in 15.
Yeah. Because, you know, they were acting like they came from a far country, you know.
Yeah, if I go to 6, then it explains that story.
Yeah, just start from 1, man.
This is the book of Joshua, chapter 9, verse 1. And it came to pass when all the kings which were on this side Jordan, in the hills and in the valleys and in all the coast of the great sea, over against Lebanon, the Hittite and the Amorite, the Canaanite and the Perizzite,
Yeah,
the Hivite and the Jebusite heard thereof, that they gathered themselves together to fight with Joshua and with Israel with one accord.
yeah, man, because they saw that we were mighty through the spirit of Yahweh Hashem. So they had come together to just like in these days, man. All these other nations came together, with one thing in mind, to cut off the name of Israel. Remember, man, they are against Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, against his people, man. So these five kings came together to come up against Joshua, man. Huh?
And when the inhabitants of Gibeon heard what Joshua had done unto Jericho and to Ai, they did work willingly,
Yeah, which is sly. Huh?
and went and made as if they had been ambassadors, and took old sacks upon their asses, and wine bottles old and rent and bound up, and old shoes and clothed upon their feet, and old garments upon them, and all the bread of the provision was dry and moldy.
Yeah, moldy. Yeah, man. So
Yeah.
the bread was dry and moldy with fungus on us. So it's like you came from a long way, and the bread got fungus on it, and the clothes were worn down because of the long trips, man. Okay? It's not like nowadays you just sit in the train or in your fancy car. You have to deal with the elements, man. Okay?
And they went to Joshua unto the camp at Gilgal, and said unto him and to the men of Israel, We become from a far country. Now therefore make ye a league with us.
Okay.
And the men of Israel said unto the Hivites, Peradventure ye dwell among us, and how shall we make a league with you? And they said unto Joshua, We are thy servants. And Joshua said unto them, Who are ye, and from whence come ye? And they said unto him, From a very far country thy servants are come, because of the name of Yahweh thy power, for we have heard the fame of him, and all that he did in Egypt.
So they trying to supplant there because they heard about what happened to the other places, man, like to Jericho and Ai. So and they were like, hey, we need to make a league with them, and to hope to escape basically judgment, man. Come.
And all that he did to the two kings of the Amorites that were beyond Jordan, to Sihon king of Heshbon, and to Og king of Bashan, which was at Ashtaroth. Wherefore our elders and all the inhabitants of our country spake to us, saying, Take victuals with you for the journey, and go to meet them, and say unto them, We are your servants, therefore now make ye a league with us.
So they heard about what we did unto all these nations, man, in the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Okay? So now they wanted to make a league. Okay?
This our bread we took hold for our provision out of our houses on the day that we came forth to go unto you, but now behold, it is dry, and it is moldy, and these bottles of wine which we filled were new, and behold, they be rent, and these our garments and our shoes are become old by reason of the very long journey.
You see, so they acted like they went, they traveled very long, man, while they weren't, they were very close to them. Okay?
And the men took of their victuals, and asked not counsel at the mouth of Yahweh. And Joshua made peace with them, and made a league with them, to let them live, and the prince of the congregation swear unto them.
Yeah, man. So here is the mistake. Instead of requiring of the Most High what to do, they was just like they were like, okay, they went through some things. Let's just make a league with them. Okay?
And it came to pass at the end of the 3 days after they had made a league with them, that they heard that they were their neighbors, and that they dwelt among them.
So they heard like, hey, man, they made a league with them. And then they heard like, hey, these people come from right next to here, man. From a neighboring place. So if I go to Joshua, and you need to know that we were that strong with Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. That's why if you go to the scriptures, in thy name we shall, crush our enemies, man. But when we were disobedient, like with Achan taking the Babylonian garment and, the golden wedge and the silver, and, he took spoils while it was said not to do so. And then, 36 Israelites, died, man. It's because of and that was mind blowing in that time, man. So then Joshua required of the Lord, and then it was said, revealed what happened, man. So we, to go back to it, we were mighty warriors, man. And now we're at the bottom, so people might not imagine or cannot imagine like how it was. But if you read the scriptures in the accounts of Joshua and King David, of Moses, that were hey, we were mighty, man. We had many mighty men, mighty leaders that were set up, just like Joshua, to get Israel out of trouble through the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, man. But we kept going off, man. That's why in the book of Baruch it also explains that, from the days of Egypt even until this day, we went off, and the curses are stuck upon us, man. It's because of our disobedience unto the Heavenly Father, man. But if you go to the word league, you see, so they wanted peace, man. And by guile, by craft, by deceit, they got, Joshua's word. And our word, now Jake said, yeah, well, word is bond. We are bond by our word, man. Let your yea be yea and your nay nay. You can't swear, and but if you say, I'm going to do it, then you need to do it, man. And that's, that's how you see that men had integrity, they had honor. If you made a league, even though, in this case, it was by deceit, still they kept it, man. But eventually, through the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, hey, the Most High, He sees everything, man. So everyone that deals with in deceit, they will get what they deserve anyway, man. But if you, would go off as an Israelite, hey, it's better that you just keep your word and you do what you have to do, man. So you won't lower yourself, and basically cast off your integrity. But the league is, if you make a league, it's a covenant, an alliance, a pledge between men, a treaty. Just like now you have people going from country to country, these so-called kings, to make these peace treaties, and before you know it, they make basically they come together. Okay, we have like how do you say that? Basically, how do you say that? Ceasefire for maybe a couple of months or for a month, and then they go at it again. But it depends on the substance, basically, of the conversation. You make certain agreements with someone, and by the things that you have said, you just keep your words, man. But an agreement, so basically that's what it is, man. A covenant making. So yeah, continue. Read.
And the children of Israel journeyed and came unto the cities on the third day. Now the cities were Gibeon and Sepirah and Beeroth and Kirayat.
Yeah, man. Kiryat Yarim. What a name, man. The tongue twisters. Gone.
And the children of Israel
Ja,
spoke
liever
not,
niet, man.
because the prince of the congregation had sworn unto them by Yahweh the power of Israel, and all the congregation murmured against the princes.
Je loopt niet, hè?
But all the
Chef,
princes
als
said
je
unto
voor
all the
respect wilt hebben voor
congregations,
dit.
we have sworn unto them by Yahweh, power of Israel. Now therefore we may not touch them.
You see? So can you read it again?
God.
Because lately, man, since a few days, demons be freaking heavy, man. Demons be heavy. It doesn't matter where you are, if you are in your house or with the live, the New Year's Eve of destruction yesterday. be doing his things, man. Because the winter solstice has been, if I'm correct, was already popped off. Yeah, phone be tripping again. All these shits were happening, since days, man. But hey, it is what it is. It comes with the territory, man. Demons come in, and it is what it is, man.
Mhm.
So if you're in your house or at the camp, you get distracted, man. Hey, Shalom, y'all watching the shower. Go on, read.
But all the princes said unto all the congregations, we have sworn unto them by Yahweh, power of Israel. Now therefore we may not touch them.
Go on. Yeah, can you start a little bit higher?
Right. Verse 18.
Yeah.
And the children of Israel smote them not, because the princes of the congregations had sworn unto them by Yahweh the power of Israel, and all the congregations murmured against the princes.
So the congregation was not happy. We're like, now we stuck to that deal, man. So yeah.
But all the princes said unto all the congregation, we have sworn unto them by Yahweh the power of Israel. Now therefore we may not touch them. This will we do to them. We will even let them live, lest wrath be upon us because of the oath which we swear unto them.
Yeah, man. Don't make no jokes, man. Don't take that lightly. You know. Made an oath in the name of Yahweh Basham Yahushai, and then you break it. The Most High gonna break you, man. Don't play around, man. So that's why you shouldn't be swearing, man, as Yahweh Shai said, because nowadays people swearing, yeah, on my mom, on this, that, and the third, Just say, let your yea be yea and your nay be nay, man. Can you grab that, by the way? But read.
And the princes said unto them, let them live, or let them be hewers of wood and drawers of water unto all the congregation, as the princes had promised them.
Yeah, man. So can you read it again? So this is what if you are drawers of water, this shows you that that's a position of being in subjection of someone, man.
And the princes said unto them, let them live, or let them be hewers of wood and drawers of water.
Yeah, man. You was of wood, you chopping them wood up, for the fire, you name it, or to build things. Huh?
And drawers of water unto all the congregation, as the princes had promised them.
And drawers of water. Huh?
And Joshua called for them, and he spake unto them, saying, wherefore have ye beguiled us, saying, we are far from you, when ye dwell among us? Now therefore ye are cursed, and there shall none of you be freed from being bondmen and hewers of wood and drawers of water for the house of my power.
You see, so that is the result of beguiling someone, man. Now you're stuck. Now you're cursed for that, man. Now you're gonna be, users of wood, and you're gonna be, basically water boys, man. Huh?
And they answered Joshua and said, because it was certainly told thy servants how that Yahweh thy power commanded his servants Moses to give you all the land and to destroy all the inhabitants of the land from before you. Therefore we were sore afraid of our lives because of you, and have done this thing.
Yeah, see, so they were so afraid. They heard like, hey, this is they gonna take the land, and everyone that's in the land is gonna be slain, man. This is why they were so afraid, and they came up with this scheme, man, to make it legal so they would keep their lives, and for them it was better than to serve than to be put to death, man. Okay?
Read that up. And now behold, we are in thine hand, as it seemeth good and right unto thee, to do unto us do.
Yeah, man. So whatever we're in your hand, that's basically a servant, man. You have your slave. So whatever seemeth right unto you, do. So we will, if you say jump, we ask how high, basically, man. But hey, yeah, man. Read.
And so did he unto them, and delivered them out of the hand of the children of Israel, that they slew them not. And Joshua made them that day hewers of wood and drawers of water for the congregation and for the altar of Yahweh, even unto this day in the place which he should choose.
So that is to be a draw, yeah, in draws of water. You're being a servant, man. So that's what we are right now. Because if you
Tree and
yeah, that's also a good one, man. And Exodus 21, verse 6. And did you have the Isaiah?
yeah.
Yeah, you can read that one first. So read the Judges again, by the way, Judges 5 and 11. And then you can jump to Isaiah. And can you had the,
Yeah, the Matthew.
what's the spiritual?
Right. This is Matthew chapter 5, verse 30, 33. Or you want me to...
Yeah, you start from there. You can jump a little bit up, there's no problem.
Matthew chapter 33, chapter 5, verse 33. Again, ye have heard that it hath been said by them of old time, thou shalt not forswear thyself, but shalt perform unto the Most High thine oaths. But I say unto you, swear not at all, neither by heaven, for it is the Most High's throne, nor by earth, for it is his footstool, neither by Jerusalem, for it is the city of the great king. Neither shalt thou swear by thy head, because thou canst not make one hair white or black. But let your communication be yea, yea, nay, nay. For whatsoever is more than these cometh of evil.
Yeah, man. So let's keep it simple, man. Like the Apostle Gabar always says, keep it simple, stupid. Don't overdo it, man. You know, BTM, doing too much. As the Apostle Ramab says, man. You're doing too much, man. If I swear on this and that and boo boo boo. No, man, don't do that, man. Don't swear, man. Like Yahweh Shai said, you can't even turn one a hair on your head gray. Just keep it simple, man. Just let your yay be yay. If you said something, yeah, I will do it, man. And your nay, nay. Very simple, man. Of much more cometh evil. Don't be all twisting and turning. Just be plain in your communication, man. Be straight, man. Don't be like, yeah, let's agree to disagree. No, let's just make a compromise or whatever. Fuck all that shit, man. Just be straight, man. If you want to do it, you do it. If you can't, just say you can, man. It's much better to do so. Okay?
Even kijken, Isaiah.
Okay.
This is the book of Isaiah.
No, first the Judges. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. This is the book of Judges, chapter 5, verse 11. They that are delivered from the noise of archers in the place of drawing water, there shall they rehearse the righteous act of the Most High, even the righteous act towards the inhabitants of his village in Israel. Then shall the people of the Most High go down to the gates.
Yeah, man. So you see that in the place of drawing water, again, in the places where we are now in captivity, we are rehearsing the righteous acts, man. We are at the bottom. We're not ruling, man. We're going to rule. Yahweh decided men here today, you're going to rule, man. But Israel is going to rule anyway, man, according to the scriptures. Because all these kingdoms that were set up, you can go from the Babylonians in the dream of King Nebuchadnezzar. All of them kingdoms, they were there, man. You have historical artifacts, everything, man. So from there, all the way down to the Roman Empire revived, Esau been ruling 3 times, man. It's done. They done now, man. They messing up everything, man. Everything that you see around you, is messed up, man. The whole vibration of this society is very negative, man. And it's also because Esau is putting out negative vibrations to begin with, man. Through his media, his radio, television, you name it, man. Billboards that remind you of all types of folly, And now they took this sodomite show, away here because, you had billboards over here that said legal love, and you had different nations, drunk of the wine of the ball of Babylon, confusion. All, males with, you had the so-called Chinese or whatever, with a Edomite, you had 2 women, elderly women. It's horrible to see, man. That's this a reflection of the man that is ruling right now, man. That's the book of. Can you grab it real quick? What was it? Sirach 10, verse 1 and 2. Because that shows you that this is a reflection of the of these devils, man. Their spirit, their evil, abominable spirit, man.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 10, verse 1. A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein.
Yeah, man. So if you have a prudent man, can you read it again from the top?
Come on. A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered.
Yeah, man. Everything will be done decently in order if you are a prudent man, according to the scriptures, man. You will deal in wisdom, and by doing so, by dwelling in wisdom, you will do everything decently and in order, man. But these people, they're if you take a look at their government, their structure, you see that they are all over the place, man. Then they say this is going on. Then they say this. Even though this whole C19 of the Windows 19 is a bunch of, it's just a tool. There's something out there that Esau is unleashing, because people are getting sicker and sicker, man. That's why the Most High is speeding up the times, because this devil is coming up with all types of wicked things to, do away, because he wants to do away with like 6.5 billion, man.
Yeah, thanks, man.
No, he's busy with the depopulation agenda, man, and that is through his pharmakia, his witchcraft, aka his medicines. He's doing that through education, even messing up your mind. Because if you're messed up in your head, that will have like it's just basically a train wreck in the making, man. If your mind is not right, why are we in the scriptures, man, to get our mind right? Through sound doctrine. If you're unstable, you will fall, man. So Esau's making everyone unstable through his system, man, that he has set up, man. Even his own people can't even really adapt to the system and be flourishing like they should. Because if you're an Edomite, man, you shouldn't be balling out, basically, man. You should have it all, man. Because this is your kingdom. How can you be in the kingdom, but yet you're at the bottom of your own kingdom? And you have people that are heathen that are above you. that's horrible, man. It's really a two-time loser, man. You're losing over here, and you're going to lose when the kingdom of heaven is coming, man. Because you're going to be in captivity. But yeah, man, read. Verse 2.
Verse 2. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers. And what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein.
Yeah, man, can you get the Proverbs 29, verse 7 and verse 12? Because yeah, man, you can also read, you can start with verse 2, then verse 7, and then 12. So yeah, man, so as the ruler of the city is, so are the people that are dwelling in it, because he allows certain things to happen, and that will have an effect on the people in the city, man. And if you're not if the Most High is not with you, if the Most High is not with you, you're gonna fall victim to all his bullshit, man. All these as long as it's not bothering me, it's not a big deal. You should be, looking at that with you should be vexed when you see two females together. Oh no, man, that's my family. It's not. Fuck that shit, man. It's abomination, man. And you see, by the rules of this devil, you have people that also are mad, out of shape. That's also another thing, because Esau's pushing. Yeah, man, got reminded of that. There's another thing, man, how Esau's murdering you, man. By all his, Coca-Cola, started with cocaine in it. Now you have so much sugar in it that it messes up your whole, people get diabetes, People, their diets are all off. People are eating things they shouldn't be eating, because they, like animals that clean the bottom of the ocean, the bottom of, basically the earth and the bottom of the ocean. Those are, they say it bottom feeders, man. Bottom feeder, it doesn't even sound positive. So why would you eat that, man? You eat things that eat excrement, man. Shit of all the things that are dwelling in the ocean, basically, and that are being cast on the earth. And that is what you want to put on your plate and call it a delicacy, man. You know, you make like on the islands, your what was it, the hamdi pascudo?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you know, your ham, your Christmas ham, and decorate it and do all types of things with it to make it seem like it's a delicacy, man. That's something that we shouldn't be eating, man, because it deteriorates your health. It diminishes your health. And also in the spiritual sense, because a lot of people don't think spiritually, it separates, it creates a distance between us and the Most High, man. But yeah, read. Proverbs about when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn, and then you can go to verse 7. 29. Yeah, it's also in 28, it's also one.
Yeah.
As a raging bear. Okay?
Righteous
Verse 2.
Yeah.
And then verse 7 and then verse 12.
So this is the book of Proverbs, chapter 29, verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn.
Yeah, man, so when the righteous are in authority, the people would rejoice, man. And you see that the people are in total hell, man. Even these devils are in hell, man. Which is beautiful for them, because it's in the curses that we shall find no ease among these nations. Now they are finding no ease even among them, their own, man, and these other people that are dwelling here, man. They are in their own world being totally stressed the hell out, man, because of all these rules and all these wicked decrees that Esau's putting out there through deceit, man. Oh, it's dangerous, man. We need to stay in our houses. You can't go out. They're laughing. They be coming together with the G7 or whatever summit, and they are just hugging upon each other. That's what they're doing, man. And while the camera goes on, they are separating themselves. Putting the mask on and all that, man. Huh?
The righteous considered the cause of the poor, but the wicked regarded not to know it.
Yeah, man. So verse 7. Did you go?
Yeah. This Proverbs chapter 29, verse 7. The righteous considered the cause of the poor, but the wicked regarded not to know it.
Yeah, man, and that's how you see that. You see more and more protests. You see more people going on. Can you get the 2 Esdras 15 and 15? You see more and more people going out on the street because they're unhappy with the ones that are in power right now, man. You see that all their stores that they work hard for, that they work boasting in, now they see that everything, the money is thinning out, man. The pocket's getting real thin and flat. So now they're scared. Now they in that first they were scared. Now they see like, hey, why can't I go to certain restaurants, but I can't go to the store and dwell in the store? Everyone is cramped up together. Why is the store? Why was the store closed? At 5 o'clock. While if you would open up the store, you can spread out the people, so it wouldn't be as crowded as when people have. You shorten the time frame, and all the people. Let's say you have 1,000 people. You have a few stores. If you have a store that's open from 8 to 8, those 1,000 people can spread out through the whole day. But if you cramp that down to 5 o'clock, it's gonna be like a wasp nest, man. Everyone will be in there, So people are starting to put two and two together, because now, people need to work at home. And if you work at home, you're not gonna be, a lot of people, they're not that diligent, man. They have the children running, to and fro. They have other stuff to do. They take certain breaks, and sometimes they don't even have a job at all, because, not everyone is down with that system. So now you have people at home, or people that are sick that have to be quarantined. So one is sleeping on the couch, the other one's sleeping in a separate room. It makes no damn sense. And you have people that do that shit, man. But then they go on the internet, because the funny thing is Esau's trying to defame the people that are speaking the truth, especially us, man, because we speak the truth. But you have these truthers and people that are, conspiracy terrorists, so-called. They put all these things together. And Esau, he's contradicting himself, man. Of course, he's messing with the people, but on the other hand, he's telling so much. His time his time span is shortened as well. So he needs to work overtime, and he's not used to that. So his shit is overloading. And then he says this, and then he contradicts himself, or his fellows are contradicting him. So now people put that together, make videos. There's a lot of compilations on Instagram, on TikTok. So people have so much time on their hands that because due to leisure, even in the scriptures, you get wiser. Why? You have more time to study, to read, to scope things out, man. So that's what the people are doing, and now you have more and more people out on the street because they see what's going on, man. If you can read that, and then we jump back into Proverbs.
This is 2 Esther chapter 15, verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh.
Yeah, man, woe is, a cry basically of lamentation. Woe goes into sorrowful times, destruction, man. Okay?
For the sword and the destruction draweth nigh.
Yeah, man, the sword is, destruction. Death is coming, man. The sword is something that you use to, wield off your enemies or to put someone down, Okay?
And the destruction draweth nigh.
Yeah, man. This world is ending, man. This eon, Esau's world, is ending. And it's circling down the drain. And people feel it that it ain't going to be the same anymore. This is a new normal, and you will own nothing and be happy. As Klaus Schwab said, man. And people are looking at this guy like, who the hell are you? And your name keeps popping up, even in our with our ministers. Yeah, and you have these ministers coming up like, hey, you had a letter from Klaus Schwab because they have the inside, everything, and that's the stupid shit. If you're sneaky, why do you have certain rules to make it easy for your fellow people in the chamber to dig in your business, in your letters, So that's the funny part, man. These devils are fucking stupid, man. But it's all, the Most High set up these base men to rule over us. And this is also, a small, like a glimpse of the spirit that is in the world right now. The iron mixed with the miry clay, the Roman Empire revived again. And that's now, the iron is strong. With the miry clay in combination with iron, that cohesiveness is not that tight, man. It's going to crumble, and that's how you see that people are fighting. They having quarrels in the parliament. Yeah, like, yeah, you had a letter from Klaus Schwab, and then you were lying, this, that, and the third. Boom, 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 boom. They put everything together and it's on camera for people to see, and now, for the people at home, it starts to be like, oh, now I believe it because some devil in the suit is saying it, and he is part of the government, so he must be speaking the truth. They're not lying. They don't want to kill us. He's coming up for us, man. But why is he saying this? He sounds like a conspiracy theorist. And now you have people saying like, yeah, we need to. They battling these people because they were comparing it to the Holocaust and all that, and then they trying to divert you from what's really going on to the same old damn trick again. Oh yeah, 6 million. Boom, 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 boom. What about Leopold, man? With the 50 million Congolese. And there were far more, man. And they are still making mockery of that, man. With the Antwerps and Hunches, but some mayor of if I'm correct, Antwerp of another town said like, yeah, it was already in 1234 or something. Man, you know what the fuck you're doing, man, with all chocolate hands and all that. And y'all infamous around the globe for, cutting off so-called, Africans their hands, man. Why would you have that candy out there? And they had the contest, and who won? The guy that basically redesigned that hand or whatever, those sweets. So you mocking, man. Your time is up, man, devil. But yeah, man, read. You can read 15.
For the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands.
Yeah, man. So that's also what's coming, man. People are already, loading up. And Esau wants to do away with all these rifles because why? Because you have things like, you had the parliament, what was it, the shit in, with Trump's, they so-called blame Trump. Shalom, shalom. They so-called
Impeachment.
blame Trump.
The impeachment.
Yeah, and also not only that, also with the storming of the Capitol, man. But Esau puts up all these things, all these, they setting shit up, man. But they want to take away the guns because then, if the government rises up against you, you're not protected. What was it, the Second Amendment, if I'm correct, or the first one, the one that you have a right to bear arms, you know?
First Amendment.
I think it's the first, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's first.
So you have a right to bear arms. You can check it. Can you check it?
Yeah.
So now Esau's trying to take away all these guns, man. And people are just in. Did you see the video of that construction worker that was Biden was right there, and he was saying like, yeah, this and that, and you're trying to take away our guns. He was saying, nah, man. He trying to be cool, right? Nah, man. He said you full of shit, man.
Yeah.
You're full of shit, and that's what it is. The funny
Wow.
thing is, you stand. What was it?
The second one. The second one is the right to bear arms, and the first one is
With freedom of speech or
law respecting establishment of religion or prohibiting its free exercise.
yeah.
Freedom of speech in the press assembly. Yeah, that's the
See?
first one.
Yeah, man. So you see that, and that's not an effect, man, because Esau be on YouTube chopping everything down, man. But the thing is, these people got in the face of Biden, man. Like, yeah, you're trying to take away. You need to know, man, that back in the days, if you would do that, man, the scriptures.
Only looking at the
Hey,
king.
you look.
King.
Don't. Yeah, man.
Look a king in the eyes, your head's
Yeah,
off,
man.
man. Back in the days.
You see, till this day in the movies when they speak, they be like this,
Yeah.
talking
Look
to
a
the king
in
like
the
this.
eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And that's the thing, man. What was it? Because Biden, he is a modern day king, man. Even though he's senile and all that, he's suffering from dementia and all that. Because they keep on mocking him too. And that's another thing, man.
He got everything. All them things.
Yeah, man. The Most High is doing that, man. That's in the book of Job, man. Can you continue reading? Can you get Job? What was it? 10? I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, you know what I want.
Yeah. Take away
The second
Yeah,
Esther,
it's,
chapter 15, verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard the kings nor princes, and the cause of the action shall stand in their power.
Yeah, man. So you see now, they shall not regard their kings and their princes. No rulership is being respected right now because they see that they're being fucked over, man. Can you get Ecclesiastes 8 verse 4? Or can you get it up? Ecclesiastes 8 and 4? And can you get
Job, yeah?
yeah, you can read it from, let me see.
Yeah, 20 is the point.
Yeah, start with 16.
It's the book of Job, chapter 12, verse 16.
And can you grab Slavi? Can you grab Proverbs 16 and 14 also?
This is the book of Job, chapter 12, verse 16. With him is strength and wisdom. The deceived and the deceiver are his. He leadeth.
With him is strength and wisdom, man. But the Most High, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, the deceived and the deceiver are his. Again, if you look up the word God in the New Testament, it goes to Theos. Theos goes to theater. We are in the movie of the Most High, man. And everyone has his part, man. Some are just extras. You have the leading role. Now you can look at the apostles. They are one of the top men of the leading roles, man. Fulfilling that, and you have the Zaquanium, the elders, and the brothers that are sincere, man, and the ones that really seek Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man. You have a few ashes left and right. They come. The scoffers have their part. They all fulfilling their parts, man. You have the good guys and the bad guys. That's how you make a great movie, man. You have the people that just that walk in there, they perish. You know, for an example, the same thing in the it is the same with the people that are just like with the account of the man that was born blind. You know, that's one example to show the greatness of the miracles of Yahweh Basham Yahweh Shai, and the power. Kings that were waxing strong, like you had Pharaoh. You know, also an example to show you how mighty the Most High is, man. And he can strengthen the man's heart, and he can break you down. He can, make you stubborn as shit. You know, to lead certain other things to get the prophecies popping off, basically, man. But yeah.
He leadeth counselors away spoiled and maketh the judges fools.
Yeah, man, he leadeth counselors away spoiled and maketh the judges fools. You know, so he can, and that's also, can you get Proverbs, can you look at Proverbs 21 and 1 real quick? And can you read that again?
He leadeth counselors away spoiled and maketh the judges fools.
Yeah, man, he can make judges fools, man. The people that are set up over people, you know, that's all in the eyes through the power of Yahweh Basham Yahweh Shai, man. He can put wise judges up, and he can put judges up and, put a lying spirit upon them, man. Like he did with Ahab and his men, you know, put an evil angel upon them to be a lying spirit, man. So they would be deceived and destroyed, man. Go and read.
This is Proverbs 21 and 1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord Yahweh, as the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever. He turneth it whithersoever he will.
Yeah, man. So the Most High, he controls all the kings, man. You can also get Daniel 2 verse 21 and 22. Because the Most High is the one that sets up all these people, man. He's the one that puts people up in the seat of rulership, man. Huh?
This is Daniel 2 and 22.
And he turning it, their minds, like a river. The river can go like this, you know. This just like the mind of these kings. If the Most High wants someone to push the button, basically, then it's gonna happen, man. Come, read.
Daniel 2 and 22. He revealeth the deep and secret things. He knoweth what is in the darkness, and the light dwelleth with him.
Come.
I thank thee and praise thee, O thou God of my fathers, who has given me wisdom and might, and has made known unto me now what we desired of thee, for thou hast now made known unto us the king's matter.
You see, everything is. This goes into the revelation of the dream. But what was it? Is it there? Let me see, man.
Yes, before that.
It's before the 20 and or it's 19 and 20.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's my bad because I said it.
19?
Daniel 2.
20 and 21.
Yeah, that's what I asked.
What
Yeah.
did you read?
I was thinking like the.
Oh,
he.
I read.
Shalom.
Yeah, best
Shalom.
I read 22.
That's what the name
Yeah, can you look it up? Yeah, it needs to be 2 verse.
Yeah, vanaf 20.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Or
Ik
21.
heb het woord af.
Yeah, you can keep on reading.
Ja, vanaf
Yeah, it was 20 and
20 en 21.
yeah.
Okay.
You started
Ik
to
hoef niet, ik hoef
read
Daniel 2 and 20.
Ja.
Daniel answered and said, Blessed be the name of God forever and ever, for wisdom and might are his.
Come, man.
And
Yeah.
he changeth the times and the seasons. He removeth kings and setteth up kings.
So he removed kings and set it up kings, man. Come.
He giveth wisdom unto the wise, and the knowledge to them that know understanding. He revealeth the deep secret things. He knoweth what is in the darkness, and the light dwelleth with him.
Yeah, man. So it's all of Yahweh Basham Yahweh Shai, man. He gives wisdom. You know, he reveals the deep things, and that's how his prophets, get all these secrets, man. We got the inside info, man. That's how we can say before things happen. That's prophesying, man. Pro is before the precise to say. So we are prophesying as prophets, man. So the Most High, He set it up, kings. And also, can you get Daniel 4:17 as well? Already reading.
This is Daniel 4 and 14.
17.
17. Slack it.
Again, man. Watch out, man.
This matter is by the decree of the watchers and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the basis of men.
Can you read it again?
This matter is by the decree of the watchers and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men.
The Most High ruled in the kingdom of men. He's the ultimate power, man. He decides what's going down, and what, you know, He decides life, death, sickness, health, you know, prosperity, adversity, wisdom, you know, your understanding. You know, everything comes from Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man. It's Sirach 11 and 14 and 15 says, come.
And giveth it to whomsoever he will,
Yeah, He gives it to whomsoever He will. Yeah.
and setteth up over it the basis of men.
And set it up over it the basis of men. The basement is the lowest part. Base. Also morally, they are low, man. They are as low as you can, you know, they are violent than the earth, as Job said in Job 30, man. And these people, you know, began to be lords over us. As Esdras was also complaining about these damn devils, man. And yet, yeah, King Esau, what about the so-called white man? What about him, man? He been ruling for, you know, as the Grecians, he come, you know, he had yeah, man, as the Roman Empire revived again, you know, we're still in shit, man. So he 3 strikes, you're out, man. That's basically what it is, man. Strike, you're out. You know, it's done, man. Into captivity, man. So don't think that's gonna be easy, man. It's gonna be heavy. You're gonna be, you know, you always like to complain about people not working. Well, you're not gonna be one of those people who are not working, man. You know, you're gonna have continual employment, man. As the scriptures say, man. And you're gonna work hard. Come, but you had something more?
Proverbs 21.
Nee, of je precept had of zo. Dacht ik, zag je kijken.
Oh,
of zo.
no.
Nee, but then you can go back to that one, and then we go back to 2nd Esdras 15, verse 15. Ah?
This is the book of Job,
I got
chapter
it.
12, verse 7. Let me read 7 again, yeah. He leadeth counselors away spoiled, and maketh the judges fools. He looseth the bond of kings, and girdeth the loins with the girdle.
Come.
He leadeth princes away spoiled, and overthrow the mighty.
He leadeth princes away spoiled and overthrow the mighty, man. If it's time for you to go, you go, man. So that's why also the you know, in the book of Job, the Most High set up boundaries so that these devils cannot pass, man. Because it is time for them to stop ruling, man. And they will be taken down, man, out of rulership, man.
I can read that for you.
Yeah, it's right there, right?
Yeah, this is the book of Job, chapter 14, verse 5. Seeing his days are determined.
Can you start a little bit higher? Let me see.
Yeah, 5.
Oh, no. I thought it was 20 about, you know, but for a moment. You can also grab that.
Okay. Read this first.
Yeah.
It's the book of Job, chapter 14, verse 5. Seeing his days are determined.
Yeah, it's good. Determined, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
determined.
set, man.
Yeah. The number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass.
Yeah, man. The number of his months are with thee. Thou hast set it up a boundary, based, you know, to roughly paraphrase, which he cannot pass, man. There's a certain amount of time that this devil can rule, man, and then it's over, man. Then he's gonna go into captivity, man. He's gonna go in slavery because he, you know, the scriptures are very clear about that, man. He that leadeth into captivity must go into captivity, man. And his blessing is really also his curse, man. His sword, which he's ruling with, which if you look up the word sword, it goes into also military power, man. You know, your military and, you know, this man is using his police, you know, to force people into certain positions, man. Throws them in prison. You know, they invest in private prisons. A lot of people, even Jake, man. Michael Jordan was also known for investing in private prisons, man, in the industrial prison system or whatever. And that means, you know, they have all these companies, and they ain't over there just, you know, making forks out of wood and shit. You know, they are making computer chips and all that, man. They're doing labor that a man outside is getting a fat check for, man. It's not like, you know, like they portray to be in the cartoons and shit, man. It's a heavy business, man. It's $1 billion business, man. People say, like, if you want to make money, you should invest in those things, man. In the prison system, man. But they're wicked, man. But hey, it's all what it is, what it is, man. So, you know, by the will of the Most High, man. Will you read?
Job 20.
Go on.
This is the book of Job, chapter 20, verse 4. Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the thriving of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment?
Yeah, man. It's been that way, man. If you're wicked as hell, it's gonna be for a minute, man. You know, and like the Apostle Rama also said, like if you compare this rulership, you know, Esau his rulership. You know, what's you know, a few hundred years or 1,000 years, if you compare that to, you know, forever, man. We're gonna rule forever, man. You know? So this little suffering, that's why the scriptures say it's gonna be like, can you get that Romans 18 verse, Romans 8 verse 18 if I'm correct, man, or 16. This is gonna be like, you know, it's nothing, man. If you know, Yahweh, we can make it, but if you look back, it's gonna be like, you know, it wasn't that bad, man. Of course, now you're going through it because now we're in, you know, we're putting off that weak nature, and the flesh is still, you know, still weak, man. It's demons gonna jump on you like, hey, man, this is hard, man, you know. But it ain't that hard, man, because the Most High won't give you something that you cannot bear, man. Read.
It's Romans chapter 8 verse 18. For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us.
Yeah, man. You know, so the suffering of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us, man. You know. So read it again.
For I reckon, Romans chapter 8 verse 18. For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us.
Yeah, man. That spiritual power, you know, ruling over your enemies, the streets being all beautiful, man. Streets of gold, man. The animals being in subjection again of us, you know, our children being safe, or you know, you can be out, and you know, you don't have to worry about you know, damn pedophiles. You know, you don't have to worry about you know, adultery, because our people are gonna be cleansed, man. People are going to be righteous, so our bodies are not going to be aching. Our bodies are going to be feeling the way it's supposed to be feeling, man. We're going to have the gemstones and everything, knowledge about the gemstones, knowledge about everything, man. You know, you have the, you know, we're going to have that eternal life, man. That knowledge, which is very important, man. That's why Esau wants to keep you dumb, because he knows that. You know, even in the world they say knowledge is power, man. But the right knowledge is power, man. You know, the knowledge of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, man. Because that is what makes you stable in this world full of wickedness, man. And you will see what not to do and what you should do. You know. But just a little bit more there about
verse 19 too.
Can't read.
Verse 19, for the earnest expectation of the creature waited for the manifestations of the Son of the power.
Yeah, man, so, yeah.
For the creature was made subject to vanity, not willingly, but by reason of him who had subjected the same in hope.
Okay.
Because the creature itself also shall be delivered from the bondage of corruption into the glorious liberty of the children of the Most High.
God, you know, so we are, you know, groaning, man. We are not happy. You know, because the creature, we are the creation of the Most High. And even if you look at nature, you know, all the creation is suffering under this devil, man. You know, we are looking forward to be changed, to be, living forever and to live in peace, man. You know, if we correct this a little bit more, right?
Yeah.
Let me check also, man.
Yeah, because you said the groaning, and that's coming right now.
Yeah, man, we are already groaning, man. You know, we're not happy in this damn place, man. You know, yeah, I mean it's coming up, yeah, man. We already, from every day you wake up, you like, damn, man. Of course, now through the Spirit, you see that the end is nigh, so you get more happy. You know, because we see that, this devil is, his end is nigh, man. So we get more and more happy, but yet, you know, if you get close to something, you're also like, hey, man, I want it to be over, man. You know. But the last parts of the race are often, you need to just, keep it together so you can finish this course, man. Come on, read.
Verse 22. For we know, for we know that the whole creation groaned and travailed in pain together until now.
Yeah, man. Everything is messed up, man. You're looking at the things in the world, everything is turned upside down. You know, the animals, if you look at the plastic that is in the ocean, that is at beaches, you know, the rainforest being chopped down. You know, Esau be coming with so-called green energy, which is causing a lot of even more pollution. And all the bullshit that they feed you, seeing that it is nonsense, it's very annoying, man. All these sodomites left and right, looking at you like you filthy. It's just unbelievable, man, because Esau gives them the platform, yeah, the Spirit, man, gives them the platform to do whatever they like. You know, protects them by law even, man. And then call you homophobic, like I'm afraid of, if you have like arachnophobia, you're afraid of spiders, man. So you mean to say like we are all scared of a bunch of sodomites, man?
Yeah, man. They are heterophobic.
That's what it is, man.
Yeah, man.
But you know, and these feminists, you know, they are eating of now they're basically they're being recompensed with their own folly, man. You want it to be all your sodomite bodies to have freedom. Look at y'all now, man. Look at y'all now in your sports. Your glory is being taken away too, man. Your heads are being smashed in. You know, all records are being broken because a male body is much stronger. It has much more muscle. You know, less fat than these. In comparison with the female. You know, we are built. That's why we go to war. You stupid. Damn. That's why we go to war, man, and take the spoils. How you think you got in the house?
Females go to war and be spoiled.
Yeah, man. You just go to war to be the spoils, man. In this day, if a damn female goes to Iraq, she been smashed left and right, man.
Train, man.
Train running on her.
The whole planet is taking that booty, man.
Yeah, man.
They've been doing that.
Yeah, man, gangbanging them, all of them, man. Yeah, I don't have to pay for anything. We all know why you don't have to pay for anything. You are paying, by your bodily service, basically, man. That's how you paying, man. Yeah, man. You had some females that were on, like in the Marines or whatever. You have females that were boasting, man. But you're a big hoe, man. On Instagram also for business inquiries, this email. We already know what Prince Ali and and Abidjan or whatever are doing unto you, man.
They remind me of a picture. I think I don't know. Somebody sent it in the group chat about that female that she said she gathered like
2.1 million.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
You posted that, right?
Yeah, about the tag the sponsor.
And what did
that shit.
What did you do for Ali or something? Or
Yeah,
somebody responded to below
Yeah.
that. She said,
Yeah.
I'd rather have that money than it's a lot of money to be shit on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Literally, she was like, yeah, it's a lot of money to be shit on. She was
man.
really defending it like, yeah, I would do that for the money.
That's some bullshit, man. All these
It was camel shit.
Yeah, the piss. He wanted the girl to come over and he wanted to have camels in the session.
in the boom.
She said she's gonna do that for a couple of how much was it?
I don't know. I know one other account
For some
that the
money.
female, scrapped together, fucked together. She been like the human toilet and she got 2.1 million in total, man. And these are all donations, so you know the taxes, you know the Esau be leaving that shit alone, man, for a while. Then
Yeah.
he gets you left. You know, if he ain't getting you right, he gonna get you the left, man. You know, it doesn't matter. Esau will tax you, man, because that's why there's so much. You know, through these even in the Netherlands, two of these bundles, you know, with you know all types of tax laws, man. And you can evade certain things if you are, you know, well known in that, you know, being creative, a creative bookkeeper, as they say, you know. But you know, and the other side of that is the what do you call them, white collar criminals, you know.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So that's how they get creative with these, especially these Amalekites, man, because they set up all this bullshit, man, to make you pay taxes and that they can, you know, put up some charities and drive fancy cars and all in the name of the charity, man. You know, that's how they roll, man. And then they make some commercials with flies in the stomach and on the face and whatever, big ass stomach bulging out, you know, because of the lack of nutrition. And then it's sad. You help this little boy for only €1. If everyone, and then it's €1 per month. So they making you sign a contract and then make it hard for you to come to get rid of it. You know,
Yeah.
shit like that. That's what Esau's doing, man. That's how he sways you into that nonsense, man. By guile and deceit, man. You know, and yeah, it could be actors too. Or he just goes there and you know film, you know. Maybe put some shit around the child, you know. Excellent, excellent, that's it. You know, put the music over it, put the number there, you know, Kilo 555, same thing with the hurricane, the hurricanes, you know, in Haiti, man. Where's all that money? All over the world, all these celebrities, man, we are the world, you know, we are the children, all that shit. Where's all that money? There's a lot of money that was gathered around the globe, man. Where's all that money, man? You know, why is Haiti still a big pile of shit, basically, man? You know?
They built like 2 houses and they made a picture of it.
Yeah.
Make it seems like they help the people.
Yeah,
They
man,
were
smile.
still living in tents and shit, man.
Yeah, man,
man.
eating these mud cakes, man.
Yeah.
Esau's a damn devil, man. Yeah, man. Even you know, like the scriptures say that even you would leave some grapes for the, you know.
Yeah.
But these devils, they take everything, man. But yeah, man, can you? Cause you were reading in Job, right?
Yeah, he was still, I don't know if he was finishing.
Oh yeah, in Romans.
Yeah, Romans chapter 8, verse 23. And not only they, but ourselves also, which have the first fruits of the Spirit, even we ourselves, grown within ourselves, waiting for the adoption to wit, the redemption of our body.
Huh?
Verse 24. For we are saved by hope, but hope that is seen is not hope. For what a man seeth, why doeth he yet hope for it? Verse
Yeah,
25.
man. If you see something, that's also, you know, faith is the evidence of things, you know, not seen, man. You know? Because if you see, there's a lot of people, they want that evidence always right there. We hope for our salvation. We believe, man. Even like the book of Peter says, what was it? Even having not seen, ye love, man. You know, we haven't seen Yahushua in the flesh, yet we love Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man. And by doing so, you're going to keep the law, statutes, and commandments, man. And do everything in your power to be beloved of Yahweh, man. So you can be find acceptable to enter into his rest, man. To enter into the kingdom, man. Because it comes with requirements, man. The Most High has set up standards for us to meet, so we are deemed worthy to enter into his rest, man. This is not like Esau, you can do whatever you want. That's satanic, man. You know? But I wanted to jump back, man.
Job. It's the book of Job, chapter 20 and verse 6. Though his excellency mount up to the heavens and his head reach unto the clouds, yet he shall perish forever, like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he?
Yeah, man. Though he has all this knowledge, you know, his technology and whatever, you know, he shall be wiser than Daniel. Like the Apostle Paul also said, you know, in like a week ago or something. You know, not anymore, man. And that's true because now we have, first of all, we have the inside info, man. Again, you know, these devils, they didn't even know what to do, man. So many lies are being spread, and he has the internet out there, and all people are posting shit is being taken down, but then it gets copied and pasted and shared so many times that he can't put out the fire, man. So he's being exposed left and right. So he cannot. He sees that his red freaking hairy claw is loosening, man. That strength that he has now on the people on the earth is loosening, man. He doesn't have that tight grip around the people's necks anymore, man. Of course, you have a few bozos left and right that still believe in this government, because why? Even in the back of their mind, that desperation comes from they know shit is about to end, and they cleave to the one thing that they always have seen, and that's this government, man. They believe everything. They hope that they will be, continuing their stay here, man, by following the government, by voting again for the same old devil that kicked you in your face, spat in your face, laughed, you know, separated you from your loved ones, you know, with stupid rules, had people dying with this damn pharmakia, but yet you go and vote for them again, you know? Yeah, you know, it's the best party, so, you know, who else is about to do it? You know what? People are stupid, man. But yeah, man. That's the difference between them and us. We believe in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. We have something to look forward to, man. That's why we're not stressing, man. We know that this shit is going to go down. So we already anticipating for this system to crash, man. You know, they see their pops and mom stores being shut down after 30 years or 60 years, and we're laughing, man. Huh?
He shall fly away as a dream and shall not be found. Yeah, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night.
Yeah, man, Esau's going to be chased away, man. It's going to be a wrap for him real soon, man. And the funny thing is, I needed to laugh because these devils always complaining about Jake stealing from them, or these other nations, these foreigners, man, taking all the jobs. Who's taking your job right now, man? Who's closing down your store, man? You know, it's your own people, man. You know, that's the funny part. Your own, and that hurts even more. Your own people stabbing you in the face, not even in the back. They stabbing you in the face, man, and they laughing about it too, man. And they cover it with bullshit, and then they laugh about it. That's horrible, man. They're showing that they don't give a damn. You know, this whole system is circling down the drain, man. Huh? Can you jump back, because basically that I wanted to finish the thing with about Joe Biden, man, and the precepts.
Go back to Job, chapter 12, verse 20. He removed away the speech of the trusty and taketh away the understanding of the age.
Yeah, man, that's what Joe Biden. Yeah, I saw a video this morning. That guy got interviewed, and yeah, blah blah, and then he starts to talk like they say in the Dutch from Natak. He talks about one thing. He can talk about war, but then he's talking about a swimming pool, basically, man. He's all over the place, man. You know, do you have that scripture, man, the Ecclesiastes chapter 8 and 4, and I want the Proverbs 16 and 14. Oh, had jij die nog? Die
I got Proverbs 21 and 1.
Huh? 31?
21 and 1.
Nee, die
That
is al
was
gelezen.
talking
Ik heb
about-
wel gelezen.
No.
About as the rivers, you turning it, yeah.
Ecclesiastes?
Yeah, 8 and 4, Salah.
Come on. 1 second.
Because these people are speaking ball to the king, man. And if you check this out,
I'd like you to explain how you plan to not only keep us working, but how you intend on getting the union vote when there is a large portion of the union workers that are gun enthusiasts, and you are actively trying to diminish our Second Amendment right and take away our guns.
You're full of shit.
All right, thank
Now,
you.
no, shush. Shush.
he mad.
I support the Second Amendment. The Second Amendment, just like right now, if you yell fire, that's not free speech. And from the very beginning, I have a shotgun, I have a 20 gauge, a 12 gauge, my son's hunt. Guess what? You're not allowed to own any weapon. I'm not taking your gun away at all. You need need 100 rounds.
So when you were in Beto, when you said you're going to take our guns, that
I
means
did
what?
not say that. That's
Yeah.
not true. I did not
It's a
say
viral
that.
video.
It's a viral video like the other ones they're putting out there. It's
It
simply
was
a lie.
your voice. You said that you're taking the gun.
Well, he just clarified it. Wait.
The same
Take the AR-14s.
Okay, this is not okay.
Hold on.
All right.
Hey, let's
You don't tell me this is how I want to go outside.
There's a lot of guys.
You're
want
me, man.
I'm not worried. Hold on.
so much.
Give me a break. Don't be such a
You're
worried
switching
guy.
up on me.
Hey, there's a lot of
So you see, how can you be like that? You touched upon me, man. How
Yeah,
can you
man.
talk to a king like that, man?
You know, and this was a while ago, but I just wanted to put it out. You know, it was in early December, but I just wanted to put it out there that, you know, this is the thing that people do to their king, man. Just get in their face like, hey man, you touching upon me, man. What you
Yeah.
think you're doing, man? Like he's nothing, man.
Kan niet, man.
But can you read the scripture? Yeah, man. This is horrible, man.
You need to tell me again. Ecclesiastes 8?
8 and 4.
8 and
And
4.
you have Proverbs 16 and after that I need to run.
Come on. Ecclesiastes chapter 8 verse 4. Where the word of a king is, there is power. And who may say unto him, what doest thou?
Yeah, man. How can you say that, man? Look, what are you doing, man? You know, this man is the king. You will die, man. Huh? Read. And this is what this guy was doing, man. What are you doing, man? You doing this, that, and this, boop, 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 boop. Big mouth. Huh? Read.
That's the book of Proverbs, chapter 16, verse 4. Yahweh had made all things for himself, yeah, even the wicked for the day of evil.
16 and 14.
Or 14. I was lucky, I said 4. I thought 4.
No.
Verse 14. The wrath of a king is as a messenger of death, but a wise man will pacify it.
Yeah, man. So if you are wise, man, you will not be in the face of a king like that, man. Because you can be put to death, man. You know. But I'll be right back. Man. You can take it over for.
Let me see. So yeah, like the brother was saying, you know, so this kingdom is ending, and Esau, you know, is busy. You know, now it's January, 1st of January. Can somebody grab Revelations 12 and 12? Because you know, now it's so-called the new year, but we already went into it. You know, this is not the new year. And what it is, you know, so you already know that Esau's gonna come with some new rules and stuff, you know. Everything's gonna be more expensive. That's always with January, you know. But now it's especially, you know, because you got the Ronas going on. So they close up the stores here in Holland until the 14th of January. And they say they're gonna see then what they're gonna do. Yeah, but they're probably gonna prolong it, you know. You know, and he also, like the brother was saying, you know, I also hear stories, you know, like a mother told me a story of somebody that she knows, a female that she knows. It also took 2 shots and went yesterday for the booster. And my mother said to her, because my mother also liked to mock those people, you know. She said to her, yeah, you got to prepare yourself because this year you're gonna need 2 more, you know. And that female got angry, like, yeah, but this and that's not, you know, that was not how you call it, how it's supposed to be, and this and that. You know?
You keep trusting.
But these people, a lot of people, they're angry, you know. They got these jabs, they taking these boosters, and they realize that they're being fucked, you know,
Yeah,
because
man.
they have to continue do that shit, you know.
Yeah. And they all have phones, so they all get the videos. It's
They
not,
see it, yeah, people see it, man.
you see people dropping dead, and they come with lame excuses. Yeah, but you cannot show me that this was because of
Shalom.
because of the CV. You know,
Yeah,
because we
exactly.
know immediately that we see somebody shaking on a bed and
Yeah.
just dropping there. We know already what's the
We
deal.
know what's going on, man. But I even see it close, you know, like a cousin of mine, you know, also jabbed up, mad sick, you know, doctor telling him, yeah, as long as you don't have problem breathing, you don't have to call, you know. He had pain in his bones, everything, you know. A friend of my mother, you know, also jabbed up, had to go to the hospital, couldn't eat because of the Ronas, you know. You know, they have to put her on, you know, like that liquid and stuff, you know.
It's crazy because you see.
And you're being jabbed up, right? You're so-called protected for what?
You also see like guys that were, like back in the days were the tough guys in the neighborhood or in the city. Like, yo, that guy over there, that's a rough dude. That's a, you know. And you see him, and yeah, I got my 3rd jab last week. You know, I did it for my mother. I'm like, man, what happened, man? You were the dog. What happened?
Yeah,
But
this
there you
is
see it.
stupidity.
Yeah, man.
And a lot of people, they ain't gonna see it, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Can you read the Revelation?
Come on, this is Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time.
Yeah, he knows that his time is running out. So, like now, the people at the so-called New Year's Eve, you know, and here in Holland, it was forbidden to use fireworks, you know. But everywhere they had the fireworks, they had their parties, you know, everything was closed. So people, they're still searching that mirth, you know, and they still believe, you know, because even at, you know, you see people still think, and that also shows you the stupidity of the people. You can see, if you just go back to the years, you can see every year things are getting worse, you know. And still people be talking about, oh, this year is going to be better. They still believe it's going to be better. No, it's going to be far worse, man. The scriptures are clear about it, man. If you read the scriptures, it shows us that it's going to be worse. I mean, we are, you know, we're getting close to the end, so it's going to be horrible, man. Even the elect shall scarcely be saved. So what about those who don't believe, you know, who don't wanna, who don't, about our people who don't wanna obey Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua, you know? So yeah, horrible things are coming, man. Can you go to 2nd Esdras 9 and 9 and 1?
This is 2nd Esdras chapter 9, verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Yeah, and just look around the world and see what's been happening concerning this Ronas. You know what people would do. Countries on lockdown, they put in each other. You see even you know how they are disagreeing with each other, because a country can just, you know, like here in Europe, the country can just put another country on a high risk, you know, and make the people, if they want to come from that country to their country, to do all kinds of stuff, you know. You gotta need the booster, or you gotta go in quarantine, you know. Like here in Holland, people, they wanted to go on I call it on winter, Austria.
Winter lockdown.
Yeah, on winter sport. I call it.
Winter holidays.
Winter
Yeah.
sport,
Yeah.
winter holidays.
Ski trip.
Yeah, ski trip.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
Ski trip.
on the ski trips.
Fancy.
And then Austria, they put Holland out of the southern. They put Holland on a high risk, so people had to make sure that they went in Austria before a certain day, and also with the booster. So they were fighting. You know, you had even people going to like a place where they were giving people the jabs. You know. And what you had, you needed to have, they needed to have an appointment. They were lying at the entrance like they had an appointment, and they went inside, and they had no appointment, so they didn't get the booster. They get angry and spitting on the people and shit, and filming that shit. Get mad because they didn't want to give them the poison. You know? It's crazy.
Trust in that shit, man. I got also precept on Revelation 12 and 12. Lamentations chapter 4 verse 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwelt in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee.
Yeah, exactly. Because you can see the pride of these Edomites. You know, now they are scared. Because I remember in the beginning of when this Rona started there, I have never in my life seen Edomites afraid. You know, the big googly eyes. You know, they were afraid. You know, and that was very beautiful to see, because you know. Because they were the ones that put fear in everyone, always, you know. They always been doing that, but now they are afraid, you know. It's beautiful, and they really thought that they were untouchable, but now they see that they are able to die, you know.
It's going down.
No time to die? Yeah, you have time to die. There's a lot of time.
There's a lot of time, man. It's around the corner, man. They are so afraid, man. They don't know. Like the brother also said, you know, they don't know what to do anymore. You know, every month you got a new rules concerning this and that. You know, you have to do this. This has to be closed early. These things are closing. Blah blah blah. Or you're only allowed with such amount of people in your house. This and that. You know.
That's what people mad.
I read this morning that the new variant got a, what they say? They say it's less infectious, but you get more sicker from it.
Yeah, they're always switching it up.
So
Yeah.
people might like, yo, so what's going on here? I gotta take distance, but it's not that, it's
Nothing
fucking with their mind.
contagious, Yeah.
That's what Esau wants, man.
Yeah, but that's also what he did, like in September, they do away with the 1.5 meter, they were like the 1.5 meters not necessary anymore, and then like a month later, they throw it back again,
Yeah.
like, we need to stop some things, people thought it's summertime, we're heading towards the good times, it's gonna be better.
No.
Yeah,
So finish it.
yeah, read it again from the start.
Come. Lamentations chapter 4 verse 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom.
Yeah, because you look, they had their time to rejoice, man. They had the time to rejoice. That was the time that they didn't have no fear for nothing. Nobody was doing nothing to them, because they were complete rulership. But like the brother, he showed the video of that guy that talked against Joe Biden. That shows you that the respect is gone. They have to fear their own people also.
You need to imagine, man. For me, added to that, you need to imagine that if you will pull up to the peasant, the king, like that, you can't even come close to him like that, man. But American, Esau wants to be popular with these working class, citizens. So they go up in these factories and in the midst of these construction sites to get their votes, man. And it starts just a fucking quarrel. And Joe Biden is like, hey, he was mad,
I did not say that.
Yeah, man, he was mad. Even he told us, because the female wanted to interfere. And I thought that was good. He was like, hey, shush. You saw his face that he was truly annoyed by the female that wanted to be, swinging it from one place to another. Like, he can't handle it. Because that diminishes his authority as a man.
It does.
So he was like, shh, shush. He was like, hey, his face, you seen it like, hey, that don't know what happened to that female after that, but he was mad, man. And that guy was going to and fro, and then it's almost, if that would have happened, like, someone could instigate that shit, and it could have been a fight, man. Hey, you touching me, you touching upon me.
That's
Basically, it was evolving to a fight, man.
Yeah, Mr. President.
That's how fight starts.
Yeah, man, that's crazy, man.
Start pushing each other, and before you know,
Someone swinging.
Yeah, fist be swing.
Yeah, man. Well,
God.
Yeah. Lamentations chapter 4 verse 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwells in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken, and shall make thyself naked.
Yeah, all those things, Revelations 13 and 9 and 10. All those things that you have done unto us shall be done unto you. And the scripture said, reward her double, man. Really, just go into your history, man. Check your real history, not the history that you want to teach people. Check your real history, what you've been doing. Especially your people here in Holland, man. They've been going on with slavery at least for 10 years, man. That is what how you say that? That is what is written down, Because, hey, man, that already shows you you're special people here, man. These Dutch Edomites, they're special, man. They're gonna get something special, man. Needs to be, man.
Special team.
So-called, small country always want to play the so-called the good guys, helping this and that, But the Holland, they got a history of filthiness, man. You had people going from Holland to America, special to hunt on so-called Indians, on the northern tribes, on the Gadites. They went there just to murder them, for fun. Those were the things that they do, man. South Africa, the language that they speak there, that they call Afrikaans, is Old Dutch. It's Old Dutch, man. The thing, they called it apartheid. It's a Dutch word,
It's
man.
the most known word.
You cannot go around that, man.
it's like segregation, man.
Yeah, man.
Apartheid.
Yeah, set apart, being, separated.
It's the best known word. No, the best known word in the world from the Dutch language.
Yeah,
man.
Everybody in the whole world knew that word, It's true, man. And they called it Afrikaans, but that's also
Afrikaan is for Afrikaan, man.
yeah, but
Cracker saying Afrikaan. South Africa, it's for Afrikaner. I'm like, my man, you Edomite. That country doesn't belong to you, man.
Yeah, but that is that is what they always do. Though. They take the identity, right? They call themselves. They make the lands call the lands after themselves and
Themselves.
stuff.
Yeah.
That's Micah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's you mixing
Um,
with the what was it? Psalm 49 and 11. But the Micah is the one you talking about them taking a man in his heritage.
yeah,
own
yeah,
house.
crashing down even his house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me grab it. Book of Micah. You can speak.
God. Yeah. So.
And the song. Let me see the song.
Yeah, because yeah, like I said, they're calling themselves Africans, so they go to the country, call themselves like that, put the people in subjection, take over everything, and then at a certain point they had to stop with it, because people in the world they were looking at that, and then at a certain point they were like, you can't continue with that, this and that, blah blah blah. Then they had to so-called stop it, they had to put that puppet there, what's the name, Mandela, so-called, you know. I also ask people like back in the days like okay what did he do for the people there then? What did he do?
Nothing,
He
man.
only showed up so-called he wasn't used to be a prisoner, blah blah blah, beautiful story, Then he was free and then later he become the president.
Mm.
Okay, but what did he do for the country? The people until this day they still poor over there. They have
They say,
nothing,
can I say this?
until this day. Huh?
They said that the fight for independency from the people over there was more intense when Steve Biko was there. When they killed Biko, the intensity dropped, and then they put Mandela in front just to be the puppet, like you said.
Yeah,
Cast
yeah.
the shepherd and the sheep.
Yeah, so yeah, man, because Biko was the real man behind that whole thing.
Yeah, God.
Smite the shepherd and the sheep go scattered.
Yeah, my father was really into it, man. So I know about it, man.
It's, Micah 2, verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hand.
Yeah, because the Most High have given them the power, so they have the power to do all these things. Like one of the elders also always mentions, like here in Holland it's normal, like every year the rent goes up. Your house is decaying, but the rent goes up, It's a standard thing, but nobody likes it. Like they were talking before, it's a natural thing, or it's not a natural thing, but it's a thing that they always do. In January, everything is going to be expensive. Like in December, I even did it like last week, past of this week, I filled up my car with gasoline, because you're gonna already know, like from the 1st of January, the price is already going up. Groceries going up, everything is gonna be expensive. They're always doing it. It doesn't make no sense. People don't like it, but can you fight against it? No. Like in the beginning, you had this the healthcare, the healthcare. The insurance for the healthcare, what you use, what you had to pay, it wasn't that much, that high, and you had more. There was also like a rule: if you didn't go to the hospital or this or that, then you received like a part of that money. You received, they gave you that back, But now they don't do it. They make like your own risk is like 360 or something.
I was reading that they wanted to even
Make it more.
yeah, much more, man.
Of course. So that means that means like if you got something, you need to go to the hospital, and let's say it's 300 euros, that goes out of your pocket. That's your own risk. So if it's going to be more than 360, I believe last year it was like 360. Then if it's going to be more, then they're going to help you. But every month you pay them for what?
Yeah, no, for nothing, man. That is, if I could start a company like that, insurance, and scam people out of that shit like that, man, you be a millionaire in a minute, man.
And that's what they are, man.
Yeah.
If you see those buildings of those health, that's insurance in general, they got big ass buildings, man.
Yeah,
Mhm.
man.
Yeah, man, the biggest offices.
Yeah, man. And then you also have to take into account that they need to, put all types of furniture there. They need to pay the people that work there, and they're still making a fat check, man.
Yeah.
For instance, so Micah 2:2, and they covered fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage.
Yeah, because everywhere that these Edomites set foot upon, they didn't come in peace. Nowhere they were in peace with the people, and everywhere where they went, America, the whole continent, Africa, the whole continent, Australia, the islands that you have there in the
Caribbean.
yeah, in the Caribbean. So everywhere where they went, they came rape, rob, murder. They never went somewhere so-called in peace. They act up. They act. They make a agreement so-called. Look what they did with the Native Americans. Make a so-called agreement with them. This and that. The country is big enough. First you start a fight with them, then you so-called coming with the truce. Make sure that they learn you everything, how to live from the land. And look where are they now? Where are the Native Americans now? How are they living? The water is polluted. They cannot hunt on their bisons. Everything is messed up. They're messing them up with the liquor.
Yeah, man.
Can't find no
it's so
jobs.
sad. Yeah.
He definitely, he knows exactly. But that's also, he make a, he really looks up your weakness and then try to destroy you with that.
Yeah, man. I have a good precept. This Psalm 140, verse 1. Deliver me, O Yahweh, from the evil man. Preserve me from the violent man, which imagine mischief in their heart. Continually are they gathered together for war.
Yeah, that's what they do continually. They always look like, okay, how can we mess these countries up? You got the United Nations. Certain countries are not down, not down with them. Because they fighting against such people. Look what they did with Cuba back in the days. Nobody was allowed because Fidel Castro, he did business with West Africa, so everybody needed to block him. Can't do business with him. Those are the things that they do behind the scenes. And talking about but he's a dictator, this and that, being bad for his people. Meanwhile,
They are the ones that are rape, robbing, murdering, all the wars.
all the wars, man, all the wars.
And now also with Venezuela, they told Maduro, "We keeping your gold, man."
Yeah.
That's what you get, man. That's Sirach 12 and 10. Never trust your enemy, man.
Exactly, yeah, but it's real stupid. But they put him there. He's a puppet, but he didn't want to do certain things. And then, because how you said it, Chavez, people were afraid of him because he was doing his things. And don't forget, Venezuela. I don't know if they got the most of the oil,
Yeah,
but
the most.
Together with Brazil and Venezuela
yeah,
got
because
most of
they
it.
were big, because what's his name, Chavez, and he was also messing with Holland all the times, because you have the islands, the Caribbean, Curacao and Aruba, Bonaire, they are close to Venezuela, and he always said to Holland, like, I'm going to take those islands, they're mine, he always said that to them, And yeah, he had some power. People were not really fucking with them,
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden he got sick and
Yeah,
died,
they give him cancer.
Yeah.
Correct, man.
And then Maduro popped up.
And now you have Guaido.
Oh, yeah,
That
Guaido, yeah.
That tried to, coup
Try
the whole
to
thing.
coup,
Yeah,
yeah.
man, didn't work, man. It looks like a fucking skull, man.
Yeah.
You see that it's fucking wicked, man.
Yeah.
Evil piece of shit. The Psalm 127. I'm for peace, but when I speak, they are for war.
Yeah, man, that's true, man. And that's also why they don't want us to be on the YouTube, because we were feeling it, And that's what a liar hates. If you got a liar and you caught him, and you show him like, okay, this is what happened, and you got the facts there, that liar get angry. because
Yeah.
all that's left for him to do is fight, and that's what these Edomites are. Their leaders are ready to do. They're ready to fight, and even amongst each other. Look at Russia and Biden. They be warning each other. Okay, you need to stop doing this. You need to remove your soldiers from from the border. You're too near to my country. This and that, you know.
It's an act of war.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you go to someone's
It is
border like
true.
that,
Yeah,
you
it's
pull up
true.
like that with guns and all that, how can that not be an act of war, man?
Exactly.
Not
Showing
coming-
your muscles right there. Putting all your vehicles there and this and that.
Yeah, man. What was it? 35. Yeah, this is Psalm 35, verse 20. For they speak not peace, but they devise deceitful matters against them that are quiet in the land. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, this is true, man. That's true because look, the Native Americans they were minding their own business basically, you know. They were living in peace there, you know. Here comes the white man.
Yeah, man. I have it also. Psalm 55, verse. Let me start at 20. He had put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him.
Yeah, because they made a treaty, right? They made an agreement. Okay, the land is big. We're gonna live on this side. You can live on that side. But it was not enough.
No.
He's like hell. Like the belly is never filled.
Yeah.
It's never enough.
He had put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He had broken his covenant.
Yeah, and he keeps on doing that, man. He keeps on doing that. Make a promise. You know, we're not gonna force the jab upon the people. We're not gonna create a separations between the people. This and that.
No passport, no
Yeah.
passport.
No,
you know?
we're not gonna put on a curfew. No, we're not gonna do that. We see some countries do it, but we ain't gonna do it.
Yeah, we're the Netherlands, we ain't,
And people still believe that, man, until this day.
that's what people.
And they deserve that, man. I don't feel sorry for them, man. We all messed up and shit with that. You know, like past week, yeah, these barbers, they went also in protest, you know, standing outside.
Making sounds cling, cling,
Yeah,
cling.
yeah. Because they also had to close, you know. But this devil, he's a real ass. He knows exactly how to fuck the people up because he closed all those things right before this fake ass Christmas started and stuff. You know, people want to be all fancy with the nice hair and stuff. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
so he closed up.
Yeah,
the
that's
barbershop.
fucked up, you know.
Messed them up, man.
Yeah, man. That's
Can't
why.
put the line all smooth. You know.
Yeah, man. You know the females want them highlights and the
Yeah,
colors, you know, that
yeah.
fancied up, man.
Yeah, everything for this Christmas. They want to be in the nicest clothes and
Yeah,
the dopest
man.
hair. Everything needs to be fine, you know.
Don't forget them nails.
Yeah, and then
Yeah,
they also reduced the number of people that were allowed in the house. You know?
Yeah. So
Because it used to be like 12 or something, correct? I think something like that.
God, man.
it was on the low. It was two on the.
Yeah,
Oh,
normally
you
it
made
was
it
more?
more,
Certain
but back in the days it was more.
It was more, and then
Then they
made
started
it
to
four.
fuck around with
Yeah.
the rules, man. And then
Oh,
they
yeah,
diminished the visitors, the amount of visitors.
Yeah, and also 2 times a day you were allowed to have visitors at your house.
You remember that they even said, like, also they told you how to, you know, be with a woman and all that, man.
Yeah,
Yeah. I saw
Having
that
sex
too.
on distance and stuff, you know.
House, eh?
Yeah.
He used to be like, yo, shit. I'm gonna do this.
He wants to dictate everything,
I'm
right?
gonna take a distance between
When
you
you
and
put
me.
on your shoes, put on the left one first and then the right.
You can have one partner or whatever he said, or
Yeah.
do such and such when you are with that partner, you know, to prevent the spreading and boo boo boo. Crazy, man. But let me see what I have here in song. Something more in here. This devil is trying to dictate everything, man.
Yeah, man.
That's why he oppresses a man. That's why the scripture, he even oppresses a man and his house.
Yeah.
You know, he comes to lay down the law of how many visitors you can cook for, basically, man. It makes no damn sense. Yet, he changed the number from 2 visitors to 4 for this damn Saturnalia, what they call Christmas. He changed to 4, but that also, creates more people that will be like, what the hell, man? So for Christmas I can have 4, but 2 days later or a day later, I'm back to 2. What's the difference? You know?
But that's like making the people happy with nothing.
Yeah.
People be like, oh, the government still care about us, you know. So he knows how important these days are for us, you know. That we still can celebrate a little bit.
Yeah.
Because like last week was the so-called the Christmas day, and we were driving towards camp, and you remember what I said to you, like there were a lot of people
Yeah, I was
on the
busy.
road, man.
Yeah.
That shows you like people were going to visit each other. you
Yeah.
know.
Even yesterday also, man. Even at night, man. We had, we made the video. We're on the freeway it was around 4 o'clock or 4:30, and it was a lot of cars, man. A lot of cars on there, man. So people were going to parties and all that, man. They didn't give a damn, man.
They don't
They
care,
shut
man.
down a lot of parties, man. Illegal, raves and all that. Because people are like, hey, that mirth is ceasing, man. The Most High is creating that it's basically taking all that shit away, man.
Yeah, man.
It's good for them, man. This is the party's over, man. Just tell the rest of
The rest of the crew, I was just thinking that shit.
That's what it is, man.
Yeah, man.
Hey, I need to laugh, man. Even the elder brother, the elder Amon Gabar from New York. He said, like, yeah, we gave you fair warning. I heard him laugh a bit like I said, yeah, man, that shit's funny, man. We
Yeah,
gave you fair warning, beware, man. Yeah, man. We gave you fair warning, man. That's what we're doing.
Yeah,
man.
That's what we're doing, man. We're saying it before shit hits the fan, man. We're rising up early, man. That's what the prophets are doing, man. The Most High sends out his servants, the prophets, rising up early to tell you before shit is hitting the fan, to repent, to turn back, man. Or you're gonna be, punished with these hypocrites, man, with these sodomites. You're gonna be right next to these damn fucking, ass sniffers and whatever they do, man. Yeah, man, horrible, man. You know what? Just let me keep reading, man. Psalm 55, verse 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter.
Yeah, beautiful story. This and that. You know how many times, even South Park be mocking them, remember one episode, they go to countries, they call it in Dutch, they call it zendelingenwerk, so-called...
Yeah, so-called apostles, man.
Yeah, so-called,
yeah.
They
Yeah.
call themselves like that, they go there to bring the word of Jesus and stuff, But they had the episode of South Park, they were showing the people, like some country in Africa, they're hungry, right?
Starve
And they
them
give them a Bible, and they be like, they cannot eat this,
That's the one with Starving Martin, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that also shows you, like, he goes to space, right?
Yeah.
And then you see all so-called dark people there,
Yeah, man.
Hey, yeah, man.
They give you the subliminals right there, man.
Yeah, man.
Right there. Disgusting ass
He's was
creatures.
really the fucking devil, man.
Yeah, man.
He's was gonna.
But
they
it
gonna
it
pay
seems
for
it
that,
seems
man.
it got worse also. That smooth talking,
Mhm.
because they know in what situation. That's Revelation 12 and 12. That he's coming down with great wrath,
Yeah.
but he's still bringing it smooth. Like I cannot even listen 3 minutes of these people talking.
You're already,
You're
because-
already like yo.
Yeah.
But that's the
You see
spirit.
the lies.
Yeah,
see
man.
It. You see it. A lot of people now starting to see that they also contradict themselves, but we see the spirit behind this devil.
Yeah, man.
And
See
we've
it
been
immediately.
knowing it. So it's
Yeah.
extra vexing, man.
Yeah,
true,
that's
man.
why I cannot watch those when they have those.
This press conference.
Yeah.
Yeah, I cannot watch it, man.
It's not
Yeah.
too long,
I
man.
cannot watch it, man. I'd be like, fuck that shit, man. I can't-
Just wait for 10 minutes. You
And
go
then
to
it's
the
on
website and then you check.
exactly. Then
You know.
can see
Right.
what is new. Yeah, I cannot watch it because it's a fucking act, man.
Yeah,
It's
man.
fucking bullshit. You see him lying,
Yeah.
acting, trying to look all serious. And
Yeah.
Yeah, you really need to.
It's all lies, man. It's even in there, man. In First Maccabees 1, verse. Let me start. So go 29. And after 2 years fully expired, the king sent his chief collector of tribute unto the cities of Judah, who came unto Jerusalem with a great multitude, and spake peaceable words unto them, but all was deceit.
Exactly.
For,
man. There's no new thing under the sun, man. There's no new thing under the sun. That's what it is.
Yeah, man.
They've been doing it, like the scripture said in the book of Psalms. As soon as this little devil being born, he's speaking lies, man.
Yeah,
The
man.
first cry that he shout when he comes out of the womb, the is already a lie,
Yeah.
man. It's
Yeah.
already a lie.
Ah. Let me speak
Crazy,
out
yeah?
more, but let me look up this word already. And this is what it is, man. So and spake peaceable words unto them, but all but all was deceit. For when they had given him credence, he fell suddenly upon the city and smote it very sore and destroyed much people of Israel.
Yeah, and they did the same thing with the northern tribes, with the Gadites.
That's what he's doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, if you want to break it down, and the word credence, by the way, yeah, it's like, yeah, you say what you want to say.
Yeah, I mean, there's the same thing what he did with the Gadites, you know, the Native Americans, you know.
Yeah, man.
He spake beautiful words with them. Sit on the Reubenites were also there, you know, the northern tribes, you know. So he sat down with them at the table, you know. They had a nice contract, piece of paper there, put a signature there, you know, the leaders of the northern tribes of the different tribes that were there, you know, make them all sign it. You're gonna live on this side, you're gonna live on that side, we're gonna share, the country is big enough, beautiful story. And where are they now? It's worse than the ghetto, man. Those reservations are worse than the ghetto, man. There's nothing there, man.
Let me see if I can find it. Here. And the funny thing is, let me start with this. How many treaties have been broken in the U.S.? From 1778 to 1871, the United States government entered into more than 500 treaties with the Native American tribes. All of these treaties have since been violated in some way or outright broken by the U.S. government. Native Americans and First Nations peoples are still fighting for their treaty rights in federal courts.
Until this day. That's crazy. That's like 100 years, right? From 17 to 18 or something, right?
Yeah, it's 17. No, it was a little bit. Yeah, man, around that, almost 100. It's 1778 to 1871. You know.
And already 500 treaties broken. 500. You see?
It's even more than that, man.
Yeah, it's of course it's more, but that's
Yeah,
that's,
but the 1778 to 1871, yeah, almost.
This is crazy devil, man. But that's, you know, and that's also another thing that I a lot of times I'm yeah, of course it's to the spirit of Yahweh, Basham, Rashad, but are people so stupid, man? Just look at the track record of this devil, man. You know, the facts are there, man. He been lying. Why should he now be telling you the truth, you know? People on the islands, man, they're fucking stupid, man. Y'all been in slavery for all those years. Then so-called they give you back your freedom. And until this day you find yourself in debt to them. Didn't your ancestors, our ancestors, work for nothing? You know? Make their country rich. And now you're in debt. And every time you need money to help you, this and that. Yeah, but of course they put their puppets there. They be stacking the money in their own pockets, you know. Even the people there in poverty having nothing. People running to the government, getting the jobs there. Stupid, man. I don't understand it, man. I mean, like, man, especially if you have that history, man. On the islands, on the Caribbeans, man, you know, they all know about slavery. Every island, they got their slave who revolt or who tried to revolt. You know, they got the museum concerning the slavery, and yet still you want to go to him and think that he really want to help you. He had all that time, man. Since he so-called give you your freedom back, he had all the time to help you.
Go back to First Maccabees, and the funny thing is these Israelis, they got their monthly check, man. Their uitkering on their benefits, but no one talks about that shit.
Yeah.
You know,
So
but they talk about Jake. You on benefits. So aren't Jake's destroyed mentally? from all those years, hundreds of years of being in captivity, in slavery, and after that segregation also
Yeah.
on top of it, man. Because that shit didn't end with slavery, man.
Exactly.
That perpetual hatred. The perpetual hatred is perpetual. It's on an ongoing cycle, man. You know. So
Yeah, and if
yeah.
I may add, and it's even, you know, like they make songs of us, they mocking us and all kinds of things.
Yeah.
You know, you get the black people thing going on. You know, now it's getting less and less. You know, but they're still doing it. You know, they show
Yeah.
you that they see us as lesser as them. You know,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's about to change, man. It's a
Yeah.
matter of time. It's about to change. Let them have their fun.
Yeah.
You know, we're gonna have our fun forever until he's gonna be destroyed, man.
And then we still gonna have fun because we
Yeah.
gonna live forever.
Exactly.
You know.
And all your heathens gonna be in subjection, man.
That's right. And your daughters too. Just to throw it out there.
Yeah.
First Maccabees 1 verse 30, and spake peaceable words unto them, but all was deceit. For when they had given him credence, and credence that was let me look up the word. I already looked it up. Credence, which is belief in or acceptance of something as true. You know, so
That's true.
as true, yeah.
It's not
To believe,
Yeah.
you know.
Make you believe. Yeah. That's exactly what he's doing until this day. Make you first, you know, give people the thought. If you're gonna take the jab, you're gonna be protected from it. Then there were so many cases coming out that they can't go around it anymore. So you have to admit that you're still gonna get it.
Yeah,
And now they want to lie like, okay, if everybody's jabbed up, then it will work.
yeah, and this in the etymology, the etymon line, it says credence, belief, trust in facts derived from other than personal knowledge, that which gives a claim to belief. So you know, if someone comes to you with certain things, you'd be like, yeah, man, basically you've been persuaded by what someone else is saying, man. So it's outside of your own knowledge, basically. That's why you need to look things up for yourself and really, the scriptures do say, examine, and then basically also when you need to judge about manners, you need to examine that situation first, man. But so all was deceit, for when they had given him credence, so he was like, oh, he fell suddenly upon the city. Sounds familiar? And smote it very sore and destroyed much people of Israel. And when he had taken the spoils of the city, he set it on fire and pulled down the houses and walls thereof on every side.
Yeah.
But yes, like
Yeah, and they were doing the same things in the times when they went to the west coast of Africa to put our people in slavery. They did the same things. They went to a village, you know, just starting putting houses on fire and stuff, you know, and gathering the people, you know, male, female, children.
This is Antiochus Epiphanes, man, the bastard, man. So, but the women and children took they captive and possessed the cattle. You know, so they took all the spoils, man. They ain't that many more. You can read the whole thing here, man. Well, you know what the funny thing is? When you jump down to verse 41, moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people, and everyone should leave his laws, so all the heathen agreed, according to the commandment of the king.
Until this day.
Yeah, that's here, man. Yeah, many also of the Israelites consented to his religion, and sacrificed unto idols and profaned the Sabbath.
Yeah. Go celebrate your Christmas, you know. Go to church on Sunday. Celebrate this new year, which goes to Janus, you know, Janus, which is a Roman god that they used to pray to back in the days, you know, with two faces. One face backwards, one face to the future, you know.
Yeah.
Like a gate, you know. I also went a little bit into it yesterday, looked it up, you know. And that's people don't know You know, like the scripture said, ye worship, you don't know what, you know.
Yeah.
We know what we worship. We worship Yahweh Basham Yahushai, you know.
If we go to, let me look up that thing with Janus,
Yeah, man.
because I also read it. But you see that these devils come with one word, and they're fork-tongued devils, man. That's
Yeah,
why
man.
the so-called Native Americans always say that Esau is fork-tongued, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, snake tongue. You know,
Goes
he's-
left and right.
Yeah, his tongue goes like this. You know, left and right. Yeah, man.
You put a little bit truth in it so that you be like, oh yeah, this is a true story. And then lie with it. And always come with a soft voice. These Edomites always come. So look at those filthy pastors and stuff, you know. Talking real soft and real smooth. Yeah, I'm a man of God. You know, God is love. I love your children. Yeah, you love the children on the wrong way, man. On a very wrong way.
Let me see. Janus mythology. See, it's all bullshit, man.
Yeah,
So basically, let me translate this. In Janus, in ancient Roman religion and myth, Janus, so it's bullshit, made up.
Yeah.
Janus is the god of beginnings,
And
gates,
ending.
transitions, time, duality. In duality, you also see that with the Masonic floor, man. The checkerboard black and white, that also represents that. Doorways, passages, frames, and endings. He is usually depicted as having two faces, just like the ones that are worshiping.
exactly.
The month of January is named for Janus, Januarius. Januarius. According to ancient Roman farmers' almanacs, Juno was mistaken as the tutelary deity of the month January, but Juno is the tutelary, what a word, man, tutelary or tutelary deity of the month June. Let me go into that. Tutelary, also tutelar, is a deity or spirit who is a guardian, patron, or protector of a particular place, geographic feature, person, lineage, nation, culture, or occupation. The etymology of tutelary expresses the concept of safety and thus of guardianship. So he's a god, you know, guardian, like they say, man, for them. False god. So there's false protection, pseudo, basically protection, man. They think that it's there, but it ain't. You know,
Like the Japs.
or it might be a demon that is there. But yeah, like the same thing with the poison. Yeah,
Yeah.
man. That's right.
You think you're protected. What?
But you're not, man. You're not protected, man. You false god.
So you can, you know, I had to laugh, you know, like people always, you know, especially here, they like to go out to dinner, you know, with these so-called with these feast days of theirs, you know. So now these things they have to close like 5 o'clock, so you have to go to dinner before 5 o'clock, you know. So you've been all jabbed up, you know, doing everything that the government wants you to do. Be like, okay, you know, I'm allowed, and other people are not allowed to go inside, but you still have to go before 5 o'clock to have dinner. Yes?
It makes no damn sense.
It makes no sense, man. It's bullshit, man. If you have dinner, you're supposed to have time afterwards, also, you know.
Yeah, man.
You know,
You
people
start
like to
5
take it-
o'clock.
Yeah, but you know, you sip a little bit afterwards, you know, still have a little bit fun or whatever. Now you have to do everything, you know, in the afternoon you have to go to dinner. You know? It's 2 o'clock, man. We really need to go, man.
And also with the months, you know, you have September, which is 7. October goes into
October, yeah.
8. November is 9, and Daisy, you know, December, that's 10, man. That's 10. You know, but you know they say that they are the 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th month of the calendar. It doesn't even make sense, and that's why you know we went into Exodus. You know, it's the beginning of months, which is Abib, man, the month Abib. You know, and the month Abib is when you know, everything it starts to bud and spring forth. That's, you know,
Spring, yeah.
yeah, man. So everything is green and there's life. And this devil is about death. So everything is dark, it's cold, you know, from 1 minute before 12, you know,
Yeah.
to 1 second past 12, and then Happy New Year.
Yeah.
People blast shit up and blow shit up. It makes no damn sense, man.
In the middle of the winter.
Yeah, man. So, and also the resolutions, again, you know, the New Year's resolution is paganism. It's a